Wow, another Beatles song. Who would have thought in 2023? Just reflecting back, they've been there the whole time, all of my 60 years. I can remember being wheeled, well, I don't remember being told, wheeled up in a pusher on Dandenong Road, Murrumbeena. And the first words allegedly that came out of my mouth were, yeah, 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 she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, mainly the yeah, yeah, yeah bit for sure. But always been there. You grew up with them, the cartoons. You know, the Beatles running out of one door, followed by hundreds of little girls. Then they run out another door, and then the girls come running through there again, and they never got caught, at least in the cartoons. Then there were the movies, Hard Day's Night, Help. They went off and did a few things of their own as well. I remember John did a couple of movies. But as time went on, it became a deeper love and affection. By high school, we weren't only playing their songs with garage bands with the likes of Robbie Barker, Gary Hay, Brett Waugh, and these guys that I used to knock around with in Cheltenham. But then there was the added love with Warwick Vidler and Ross Pollard, where we just absolutely were and are besotted by the Beatles. But, you know, read a lot of the biographies, some of the fans that follow them around everywhere, and it was only a pipe dream to ever think that I could go to England and visit Liverpool. But then it all changed. Later on in life, I met Vincey. Vincey, a Hong Konger, a staunch Liverpool Football Club supporter, introduced me to Liverpool in 2014. Wow. Going to Anfield for the first time and being able to soak up the city of Liverpool along the Mersey River, Cavern Club Quarter, Matthew Avenue, watching music live in the Cavern Club, having a few pints, and then all around that area, Sergeant Pepper's, Rubber Soul. There were no Beatles statues then along Merseyside, so it was more around remembering Jerry and the Pacemakers and the movie, Ferry Across the Mersey. Used to watch it when I stayed at my nan's on school holidays. And all of a sudden in 2016 I went back and there were those statues. And boy, haven't I had some fun with them over the years. Putting scarves on them, whether they be Liverpool or Richmond. Having a dance with them, even though they didn't move much. Just some of the best times. Doing the Magical Mystery Tour around where the Beatles grew up. John's Auntie Mimi's house. John's dad's house. His mum passed away sadly when he was quite young. Ringo's place. George, just where, you know, Eleanor Rigby was made. Penny Lane. Wow, how good was that, going along Penny Lane? The roundabout, the barbershop, right? The fire station. Just so many good memories. Remembering back to 1980 when John passed away. One of the saddest things I've ever remembered. George obviously just as sad later on. But one thing I'll say again, they've always been there. And they always will. And they've made millions and millions of people happy around the world. And all I can say is I've loved them. They're great people. When they were younger, they meddled in things like most young people do. But at the end of the day, they've been great people, great family men. Just loved by millions, not just in England, not just, you know, in the English-speaking world, all around the world. And they will go down as one of the most significant icons of not just this generation, but I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about them in terms of the later generations for hundreds of years to come. Unlike a lot of people or bands or whatever that are around now, we will remember the Beatles forever. Love and peace.